He said that I titrated a medication that I know for a fact I never did. And when I was thinking about it, I said, he must be talking about the patient that was in room 23, the lady that came in that was septic, and then we end up rolling her around to room 3. I never did anything like that, so I don't know where. Dave, can you talk about, do you have the information in front of you now?
Yeah, and you're right. What it was, I thought it was your patient, but it's one of those situations where, like, kind of the preceptor jumped in kind of thing. But it's like learning that that's something we do need is that titration. So if, you know, so yeah, it was on me because I thought in my notes that you were doing it, but it actually was like like you said, the patient got sicker.
Right.
And moved in, the preceptor kind of took over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so noted that. How about a stroke
It
patient?
was when we started that patient in 23 on legal bed, right before we started her on legal bed, right before we intubated her. But that was like we were intubating, and that was the first. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but wasn't that the first patient in RED that you had been with, like, intubated? You watched being intubated? That was your patient?
That wasn't my first time. The first time was actually the guy that was in room 4 the other day. Was my first time seeing an intubation. But yeah, I asked questions to Maggie, and I said, well, how do you know when to go up? Because but I never touched the pump at all. But she explained, like,
No, I'm just talking about when, like, in room 23. Like, I took over.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, you took over because I ran and got you.
Okay, I remember that lady.
I saw your name on the chart, and then I did a little bit to deeper dive, and that's when I saw the takeover. That's why.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm sorry. Do we have a stroke patient? Was it a yes?
A stroke patient?
Yes.
Well, it was a neuro, but it wasn't my patient. I just went in to help out.
We haven't had one ourselves.
And he literally was standing on it. He said, I have documentation saying that you titrated the medication. That patient passed away. That patient passed away.
But you can't blame somebody.
Was in room 23, and then we ended up moving it to room 3. I said, I didn't titrate any medication because I don't feel comfortable administering. I never gave this medication before. I said, David, who took the medication out of Pyxis? Because you got to have a fingerprint. He's like, no, Mark, it was you. That's what he told me. I said, David, I can guarantee you it wasn't me. Noah was in the room at the same time. He said, well, I'll show you at the meeting. At the meeting, he wasn't in person. He was on the phone. That's why I brought it back up to him. I said, well, David, whatever happened with that? And he's like, oh, well, yeah, it wasn't you. So whoever did it, how come they not getting disciplined? And if that was true, if I did do what you said I did, why didn't I get pulled out the room right away? Why didn't I get mitis? Why am I still allowed to pass medications without someone being in there with me if I was unsafe? So that was an attack on my character as a nurse, period, and my nursing license. It was just a lot that was going on. And at first I wasn't saying anything too much. Noah will always ask me what's going on, how's everything going, and not tell him. But then I'm like, at this point, I have to start